Ghouls, and welcome back. Today's video I'm going to go over the history of Ghouls Night and how I got started planning it, and basically how you can go about starting to plan your own Halloween party. But in the beginning, 2019, I decided to throw an annual Halloween bash for my bestest friends. And it makes me very happy to celebrate and have quality time with my quality friends. So in 2019, I started it. It wasn't themed. It was a simple movie night. We watched Creepshow 1 and 2 and Beetlejuice, and it was a potluck party. Everybody brought a little something. Some of it was spooky, some of it wasn't, and it was a great time. The following year, 2020, obviously it was COVID. It was a smaller group of girls, understandable. It wasn't the greatest time to throw social gatherings, so it wasn't a large party by any means. It was actually a jack-o'-lantern carving party. I supplied the lights, the carving kits, and the girls had to supply their own pumpkins. So I tried to have it be outdoors as much as possible. That year, both years actually, I did have party favors. The first year, I want to say it was like Halloween socks and candy in a bag. It wasn't crazy. The second year, I did like Halloween masks, probably some more candy and stuff like that. So the first and second year, I did party favors. It was a potluck. We did movies and jack-o'-lantern carving. Wasn't super crazy, both fun parties, but I didn't go to the extent that I go now. It wasn't until the following year in 2021 that I started to theme my parties. And that is something that I will say as a beginning step for party planning goes that you should try to do. It will help you tremendously to pick a theme and go from there. So I did that. I picked a theme and I continued to go with certain things that were already working for me for the past 2 years when I had first started in 2019 and then again in 2020. Some of those things being the potluck. The potluck has actually stuck every year since then. I continue to do potluck parties. I think that they're very helpful and cost effective, and it takes some of the work off of you. So that would be the second tip as far as throwing a party, pick a theme, make it a potluck. Tell all your guests to bring something spooky to the party, and that will really help make it fun, and that will also take a lot of pressure off of you as well. So 2021. It was themed Ghoulish Garden. Absolutely loved that theme. With that theme, I had outdoor games and I had indoor trivia and prizes for the winners of the games. And there was the best costume prize, which I started to do in 2021 as well. There were a lot of things that year that I did differently than I had in the past, and I really put my heart and soul into planning that party. The fourth party was it was two parties, actually. It was the Hocus Pocus party because Hocus Pocus 2 had just come out. So I planned a Hocus Pocus party, and we had food, and we watched the movie together. And that was fun. Then I think a couple weeks later, I did Ghouls Night, and it was tarot themed. So a lot of the stuff from the Hocus Pocus party transferred over really well for the tarot party. For the tarot party for Ghouls Night, I had a tarot reader down in the basement, and I set up the whole basement as like a small room with tapestries and the table, and the reader could set up their own area within the basement. It felt like having your own personal room within this area. So it didn't feel like a basement. It was set up really nice. So whoever wanted to get a reading went down in the basement and had like a 20 to 30 minute reading. The following year was Fright Night, and that was the fifth year, that was last year, fifth year that I had thrown the party, and I incorporated a scrapbook. So I had all the pictures from the last 4 years of Ghouls Nights, and each girl put together their own bio for the scrapbook, and that went inside the scrapbook when they were done. There was also an activity, a couple questions that they could answer, and that also went in the scrapbook. I did a front and back page for each year with the theme, with photos from each year. I'll actually go take a video of the scrapbook and show you in this video so you can kind of get an idea of what I did there. In addition to making this YouTube, the scrapbook will also be like a documentation on the past Ghouls Nights and where they're going and how they're evolving. And so in addition to having the scrapbook and activities that the girls can add in, I will also now have this channel to kind of look back on the years that we've done. So I think that's really cool. So yeah, I definitely recommend keeping notes and maybe making a scrapbook or something similar so that you can kind of keep track of where you've started and how you progress with your party planning as well. It took me a long time to get to that point. But I do find that it is something that you probably should start when you first start out. I wish I had. I did take pictures and stuff, but it's not quite the same as really documenting your progress and your growth and how things have changed with you and your parties from the start to where you are currently. So theme it, potluck it, figure out your decor, what you want to basically do with your setup, if you're going to plan any activities, games, prizes, that sort of thing, and how many guests you're going to have for your party. And I look forward to this year's theme, which is practical magic, and I can't wait to get into that planning with you guys too in the upcoming videos. But stay tuned, lots more to come. Just wanted to kind of give you just a background on where this all came from and where I've been on my journey on Halloween planning and trying to get you started and give you some ideas and all that good stuff. All right, ghouls, I will see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you like to do for your parties, or what you may be planning to do for your Halloween party, or how you're going to decorate your home, whatever it may be that you want to chit chat about. All right, guys, see you in the next one.